Hey everyone, as always, Dylan, Miller Prospecting. And today, I've got a new review for you. I'm actually going to have two reviews this week from the same seller again. This time, it's from MikesGoldPaydirt. And this one, I've done reviews of his Paydirt before, and I've had some hits, and I've had some really good bags of his. But one thing I've always wondered about is he sells two bags on Amazon for the exact same price, which is $99.95, and these are those. But I've always wondered what would be the difference. Which one is the better bag? Do you buy this one or that one if they both contain the same gold? Now, I did email him and I asked him what the difference between the bags are, and all he did was essentially tell me what each bag was. He just copied the description off of Amazon, gave them to me, so I still didn't tell me if which one was better than the other one. The descriptions are almost identical, except for this bag here does say that it has pay streak bags, which is 1 in 5 will have 3 grams of gold in it. But when I emailed him a separate time about some other questions, he did tell me that all of his bags do have pay streak bags, which, 1 in 5 they'll have bonus bags. So it kind of, I think it's just the descriptions. But anyway, this is what I have. I'm going to be doing one of these today. I'm going to start with the smaller bag, which is a 2-pound bag, and this is a 5-pound bag. And again, they're both $99.95. No difference other than the weight, and the description slightly says this one will have pay streaks, but this one claims it has pay streaks too when you email. So let's just get to this one. This is, again, MikesGoldPaydirt I got this from Amazon. Cost $99.95. The shipping was free, so total cost was $99.95. It says there's no guaranteed amount of gold, but it does guarantee that you will find gold. So let's open this up, hoping it's dry, so I can just classify it without having to go cook it. And it looks dry. No real heavy material, it doesn't look like. I mean, it looks a very small amount of, will be in the plus 10, so. And I will, when I'm processing, I do always go back, cut the bags open, and make sure there's no gold in those as well to add to the totals. So there we go. Well, let's classify this down, see what we get. Again, it doesn't look like very much in the plus 10, but you never know. And I didn't look at my old reviews of MikesPaydirt because I try not to be biased when I'm doing a re-review or more reviews about a seller, because I don't want to go into it thinking, oh, well, this is going to be this way and that, and, And every bag of Paydirt is slightly different, even if you buy them from the same seller. Well, I do see some gold, which is always a good sign, because when they tell you there's no guaranteed amount of gold, it is always a good sign when you do see some gold. Yeah, all right. A little bit more plus 10 than I actually thought there would be. Not a ton, but get rid of all those. All right, well, there we go. Not bad. So, and again, I've had some good luck with MikesPaydirt. I think the last bag I reviewed of his was actually a really good bag. And again, it was a more expensive bag. I believe it was a $39.95 bag. Again, I didn't go through my reviews, but I do like buying bags of Paydirt on Amazon because there's no way anyone can know it's me. And, makes it a lot easier where I can just order the Paydirt instead of having to get a friend to order the Paydirt and have them ship it to me. And you can't use friends near you because I live in a little town. And if you live in a little town, everyone will be like, oh, wait, hold on. Which might be good if you happen to live in the same town as me and you like gold Paydirt. You might be making out like a bandit. Like, oh, man, I keep hitting all these jackpot bags. I don't know why. They all think it's me. But, so Amazon, they can't really control who gets the bonus bag, so this stuff is definitely going to have a lot of fine material. Maybe not gold. I mean, I'm hoping gold because this is a lot of material that I'm going to have to pan through. So, alright, and this is going to be the last of it. I mean, it's really dusty stuff, so we'll see. I want to say I remember MikesPaydirt being pretty water churning material, but I don't know. I'm gonna need another pan just for a second, because it's getting to be too much here. Put it on the side. Doesn't look like much minus 40 material, so that'll be good. You know, the less minus 40 material you have, the less minus 40 gold you have, which will be the easier it is for you to pan out. You know, it's once you get to about the minus 40 that not only is the material harder to deal with, but the gold is really hard to deal with. Everything above plus 40, I think pretty decent panner can capture it all pretty easily without any trouble, especially if they use a magnet. And I will run a magnet over this as always just to see. So, all right. Really not much in the minus 40. As you can see, almost all this material is going to be in the minus 20 plus 40. I mean, the very vast majority of this. Wow. I don't think I've ever had a bag like this before. Means a lot of panning, a lot of serious panning, a lot of tablespoons. So, there you go. That's what I got out of it. I'm really curious to see what kind of gold I get out of it. So I'm going to jump right into it, knock all this out, come back, show you the gold I get. Oh, wait, before I do, see, I almost forgot, and I just talked about it. It's a magnet. Oh, that's pretty surprising. Very little. Wow, almost nothing. There's very little magnetite in this. I mean, there's actually more magnetite in the larger material than there is in the smaller material. So this is going to be a beast to pan. I'm going to be curious to see how much gold is in this. And this was very little black sands on how difficult this is. So now I'm going to be right back. So let me go pan this all out. Alright, so as you can see, I did find some gold. Two nice pickers. I mean, these are pretty nice pickers in the plus 10. Unfortunately, I only found about 10 pieces in the minus 10 plus 20 and about 20 pieces in the minus 20 plus 40. I also did find something in the minus 40 for this bag, but unfortunately it was only 2 small pieces, very small. So weight on this is going to be pretty iffy. I don't know if this is going to be a very good bag, so let us measure it all. Let's get it all down here and weigh it up. All right, so tear that out. Let's see. I mean, I'd be hoping for at least probably 1.25 grams for a decent Roy. And we didn't get that. I don't know if you can see that. Zoom in. It's 0.818. Not too good. All right, well, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to come back, give you the recovery of investment and my review. All right, made sure, dried everything up, added up the numbers, made sure the weight was right. And let's get right into it. Again, this is Mike's Gold Paydirt. This was his 2-pound nugget bag. There was no guaranteed gold, but gold was added, so there was no guaranteed amount of gold. It cost $99.95. I purchased it off of Amazon, so the shipping was free. Total cost $99.95. Disappointing gold recovered, 0.818 grams. Gold spot as of today is $42.15. Makes gold value $34.47, which means my recovery investment was only 34.49%. And that's really disappointing. I mean, really disappointing, which really, if you've seen any of my other reviews of Mike's Gold Paydirt, it seems to be the trend. It's either hit or miss. So let's get into the review. For ROI is getting a 3.4. For the fun factor, I'm going to give it a 6. Some of the problems with this Paydirt is it's very, very dirty. Mike's Gold Paydirt is probably the dirtiest Paydirt I've ever done, except for maybe old Carolina Paydirt, which is no longer in business. So Mike's takes a hand at that. It is some horrible stuff. And there's also almost no black sands, which, you know, to me means it's probably been really processed. So I found no real fine gold. I went through a ton of material for not much gold. It just wasn't very much fun. Paydirt description, again, I'm going to give it a 6. There's not much information on the 2-pound bag. I mean, there's a little bit more on the 5-pound bag, which I'm going to be reviewing next, where they tell you about the bonus bags. Now, when I did email me, told me more information, but you shouldn't have to email a seller before you buy something to get the information. So for Paydirt description, he's getting a 6. For quantity and packaging, now it did weigh 2 pounds, but just barely. So he gets a 10 for the Paydirt quantity, and the packaging, I'm going to give him an 8 because it is the Mylar bags, the coffee type bags. So grand total for Paydirt quantity and packaging is a 9. For customer and service and shipping, he gets a 10 for both. He did email me rather quickly, replied on Amazon, and the shipping was fast because, again, it was through Amazon. So he gets a 10 for that. Total score is going to be a 6.9. So I'm pretty disappointed in that, but I'm really hoping I do better with the 5-pound bag, which I will be reviewing next. And one thing I will say is, you know, the reason I'm doing these reviews was to compare the 2-pound and the 5-pound because they're both the same price. They're both being sold on Amazon. But one of these things is it's supposed to be unsearched Paydirt with a little bit of gold added. So in my mind, the 5-pound bag should be much better just because of the fact that you're getting double the amount of Paydirt, you know, and if it's unsearched, then you got twice as much chance to find more gold. So, but we're going to find out. Come back in a good day or two, and I'll have the 5-pound bag up, and we'll see which one was better. But thanks as always. Make sure you hit the subscribe button right down here. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Thanks as always.